Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired cook from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest bread recipe. And in this one I'll show you how to make these fantastic sandwich buns. It's a very easy recipe for you to follow, and to make it even easier, it's a no-knead recipe. Now these buns are so soft and delicious that you'll probably be making them on a regular basis. And I speak from experience. At home I make these at least once a week. And for the taste test at the end, I'll show you how I put this mouth-watering sausage patty sandwich together. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on the channel's website. I'll leave a link in the description under the video, or you can click on the eye icon top right of the screen to take you directly to the recipe page. Okay, let's get on with today's recipe. Start the recipe by setting your yeast away. Make sure your milk is at the right temperature. First to go into the warm milk is the room temperature beaten egg. Now add the sugar and give it a good mix. You can now add your yeast and give that a good mix too, making sure all the yeast has dissolved. Finally, you can mix in the oil. I'm using vegetable oil, but any cooking oil will do. Now set it aside to activate. And if there's no activity after 10 minutes, your yeast must be dead and it needs replacing. On to making the dough. Once your yeast is ready, add the salt to the flour and mix it in. Now add your now active yeast to a large bowl. As you can see, mine's nice and active. If yours isn't, like I said earlier, it's probably your yeast that's dead and you need to replace it. Make sure you get it all out of the jug. Tip the flour onto the liquid, and using my trusty wooden spoon handle, I'll bring it all together. You can't use a machine just to bring the dough together, but no more than that. Remember, this is a no-knead recipe. Once you reach this point with your dough, swap to your bowl scraper to finish it off. Make sure you scrape down all that flour from the sides of the bowl. Now lightly flour a small area on the bench and turn the dough out onto it. Add a teaspoon of cooking oil to the bowl and spread it out. This just ensures that the dough comes cleanly out of the bowl after it's proofed. Now get the dough back into the bowl and using your shower cap get it covered. And just a reminder, all of the equipment being used in this video is in the website store if you're interested in following my recipes exactly. See the links in the description box, or just click on the eye icon top right of your screen. It's just another way you can support the channel, guys. Now get your bowl into a nice warm spot. The oven with just the light bulb on is ideal for this. Now let that proof or rise for 1 hour. To make these soft sandwich rolls in, I'll be using my well-greased deep baking tin. The dimensions of the tin are on screen. I've greased mine with lard. Shortening or butter would be fine too. You'll also need a strip of oil cling film or plastic wrap. This is just to cover the rolls as they're rising in the tin. Now before I start getting some stick in the comments, I am using my biodegradable cling film. Now set that aside for now. Next, give the worktop a good dusting of flour. And that's the proofing time up on the dough. And by the way, this is the only proofing in the bowl. And there you go. As you can see, the dough has well risen. Right, using your bowl scraper again, turn it out onto the floured bench. Now sprinkle a little flour on the dough. And now you have to knock the dough back. That simply means get all of the built up gas out of it. Once that's done, form the dough into a large dough ball. And if your measurements were correct at the beginning of the recipe, your dough should weigh around 980 grams. That's 34.5 ounces. Right, now you need to divide the dough into 12 equal pieces, and the best way to do that is using your digital scales. Each piece should weigh around 81 grams or 2.9 ounces. Right, that's all 12 pieces cut, ready for the next stage. Now I need to roll each piece into a small dough ball. Try to use this rolling technique on a non-floured surface. It's dead easy once you get the hang of it. Once each one gets rolled, place it onto the floured surface. Right, that's all mine done. In real time that took about 4 minutes. And a very quick mention to the channel's Patreon members and supporters. I'll be giving the latest list a shout out a little later in the video. Once all your little dough balls have been formed, arrange them neatly in the baking tin, 3 across and 4 down. OK, grab your oil cling film and place it lightly over the dough balls, making sure it's loose enough for the dough to rise, as these will at least double in size. The oil on the cling film is there just to stop the dough from drying out. Now get that tin into a warm spot again. Back in the oven with just the light bulb on for me. And this final proof should last about 45 minutes this time. OK, that's the second rise done. And they're looking fantastic. Before going any further, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. Now carefully remove the cling film. We're done with that now. To give these buns a golden brown colour and a shiny top, they need to be lightly egg washed. Just beat a small egg in a container. Right, very lightly brush each bun with the egg wash. Try not to get any egg wash between the dough and the tin, as this will stick when baking. To finish off these, I like to sprinkle a few sesame seeds over the top of each bun. And that's it, all done and ready to bake. How easy was that? So, I'll get these into the preheated oven and set the timer for 16 minutes. And while those are baking, I hope you don't mind if I give my 4 recipe books a quick shout out. The books have lots of our favourite recipes from our work kitchens in them. And also, book 4 in this series is totally dedicated to bread recipes. The skeleton style oven gloves, now supporting our company name, are also available too. Just check out the link in the description box to our website store if you're interested in any of these items. OK, time's up on these absolutely beautiful buns. And they look magnificent, and that aroma of bread baking never ever gets old, guys. Right, I'll do a couple of flips with the racks and they're out of the tin in a jiffy. I let those cool on the rack for 15 minutes or so, and when I come back I'll put this mouth-watering sausage patty sandwich together. OK, it's about 15 minutes later and the bread's cool enough to eat. Right, with these buns you just simply tear one off. Due to the egg and the milk, this rich style of bread has an amazing soft but pliable structure to it. And they are so soft and light. I'll cut this one in half so you can see the inside. And these have a wonderful creamy chewy crumb. For this sandwich I'll start with a little mayo first, then some nice fresh lettuce. Next, my fried sausage patty. Now this is exactly the same sausage meat that I prepared in my last video for the sausage rolls. And now a squirt of spicy hot chili mayo, a slice of juicy tomato, a sprinkle of sea salt and black pepper, and the top back on. Now straight in for a big bite. Honestly, that bun is incredibly delicious with this type of sandwich. Another massive thumbs up for this one, guys. I really hope you give it a try. And as promised earlier in the video, here is the latest list of my Patreon, PayPal and Super Thank You button supporters. And they are Gil Webber, Robert Patton, Mary Fanning, Graham Shaw, Paul Yeomans, Amrita Atkins, Chris McPhee, Mary Timmons, Don Donadio, Darrell Elder 1352, Jens K 3250, Melvin Lepler 6782, Gina McDowell 5919 and Henry Lawson 0191. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate all that you do in supporting the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.